Hi, I'm Tom Lydon, editor of ETF Trends here in Hollywood, Florida at the Inside ETF conference. And I'm here with Steve Deroian, who's head of ETF Strategy for John Hancock. Great seeing you, Steve.
Always a pleasure, Tom.
You folks are tackling the ETF marketplace head on, but today we're going to talk about international. Why are investors and why are advisors underallocated overseas?
Well, it's interesting. You know, I think it's fear, right? I mean, when you look at the U.S. markets, you've been able to really participate in that and see a great growth, right? So anytime there's a opportunity that doesn't seem as fruitful today, I think individual investors and advisors tend to shy away. Well, what we found is that the international markets may be poised to make a move, right? It's been a long time of overperformance by the US markets versus the international markets, A, and B, some of the policies that are in place could really help prop up the international space, especially in Europe. What we see though is when we look at portfolios of advisors that we deal with, everybody is underallocated in international. It's a difficult decision to make to stay in line with the benchmark and try and find that international allocation that makes sense for you, but it's one that you have to have the guts to stick with because we know that markets are hard to time. And if you don't have the allocation correct at the right time, you could be in a bad spot.
Absolutely. Well, 5 years ago in the US, we had times of uncertainty, like they have over in Europe or they have in Japan right now. And we also let monetary policy help bring us back to life.
That's right, and that's what they're doing there, right? The ECB is helping out, and you know they've made indications that they'll go to zero, below zero if they need to keep propping it up. So we think there's an opportunity for international to play well over the next several years, and again, if you're not there early, you're going to miss the trade.
Yeah. So John Hancock, big brand, a lot of people know about it, but also you're really good at picking partners. And within your ETFs, you've got a great partner in dimensional fund advisors that many advisors know about and their wonderful reputation, but they bring their investment strategy to your smart beta overlay that you have within these, not just international, but also domestic allocations.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as you know, and I know hopefully many do know, we're a manager of managers, right? So we really seek out the best managers in the world to help us build our business. In the case of strategic beta, what we found is we think we've got the best in the business in dimensional, right? The grandfathers, the forefathers of this business. And what's great about their process is it doesn't just work in the US, it works in international markets as well. And recently in December, we launched a new ETF on the developed market side, and we really think that that's going to allow for a structured, responsible way to approach the international markets, especially in times like this when you may be a little bit fearful. It's a great way to hop in and know that you've got 30 years of investment acumen behind you.
Yeah. So with these smart beta strategies, it's not like you're blindly buying global indices even. There's a strategy where each and every component goes through the grinder, and it has to pass a lot of tests in order to get out the other side and make it into the index.
Absolutely, correct? Absolutely. You know, as an index provider here, Dimensional utilizes, there are three major factors of size, value, and profitability to help build out their index. And of course, the fourth factor is the market itself, right? Yeah. So they believe in the market. So our products are pretty well diverse, right? We have a larger product, about almost 700 names in the index, and that's important when you think about, again, being in the right places at the right time. Yeah. That's hard to do. Yeah. Be everywhere and be solid in your asset allocation, yeah, and be firm, and over the long run, you will deliver what is expected to your end client.
So be committed to global markets, yes, but do so in a smart way.
Absolutely. Yeah. No better way than smart beta.
Yeah. Great, Steve.
All right.
Great seeing you.
Always a pleasure, Tom.
Thanks so much.
Be well.
Thank you.